People across the country are getting sick after eating candies containing mushroom extracts. The products, sold by a company called Diamond Shrooms, have been recalled but may still be on store shelves.
The CDC and Food and Drug Administration have issued at least 3 alerts about the products. As Jay Sobardo reports, Kentucky is among the states investigating reports of serious illnesses.
We want to make sure that people know if they come across this product, not to purchase it and not to consume it.
These calls from Kentucky Poison Control warning people not to buy or consume Diamond Shrooms brand products.
They're supposed to have some mushroom ingredients, but no hallucinogenic or toxic mushroom ingredients.
These products are meant to be used for microdosing and were sold online at smoke and vape shops and at retailers with CBD and Delta 8 THC products. But recently, the Diamond Shrooms products have been linked to illnesses and hospitalizations.
We've had cases where they've had seizures, where they've had difficulty breathing. They've had to be put on a ventilator in the ICU for a couple of days. So, very stimulant type of symptoms, and they seem to come on fairly quickly after consuming the product.
Here in Kentucky, there have been 5 cases so far in Boone, Harrison, Grayson, McCracken, and Fayette counties. Nationwide, there have been 69 cases, with half of them leading to hospitalizations and possibly 1 death. Reports indicate the candies may contain too much mucimol, a hallucinogenic mushroom component.
The FDA and the CDC have independent investigators that are testing products, and they've not been able to confirm that. So honestly, I would have to say at this point that the jury's still out.
Diamond Shrooms products have attractive packaging, making their chocolate bars, cones, and gummies appealing to anyone.
And they look like a candy bar, and so they would be attractive to kids. And we would be concerned if this was in a household with children that they may not distinguish this between a normal candy bar.
Most of the products have been pulled from shelves, but there are reports that some are still available at various locations around Kentucky. Dr. Webb tells people who are in possession of the Diamond Shrooms products to dispose of them responsibly. In Louisville, Jay Sobardo, Fox 56 News.